So this is my second time being down to Sedge Meadow Teepee since spring. The bugs are gone today. So I've been cutting grass and putting it on the teepee. The teepee has got cracks showing through where the poles are and where the sedge thatching is supposed to be on the walls. Some of it has fallen down, so I have to work on that. But this is what it looks like so far. That's my campfire spot. I'm uncovering it all. I've still got a lot of grass around me. But this machine is a Ego backpack with it's a brushing tool at the end of it. It's got 3 big blades. So that's quite awesome. And they go around and they cut the tall grass at the bottom, and then I come back and it lets go of it, and then I reach in further and cut another layer and come back and reach in further, and I keep doing that, and then I can just walk along and scoop up all that I have cut. And over there, I don't know if you can tell, but there's grass that's growing behind the red swing. But one side of the teepee is all grass. That's where I've just piled it. That's how I've always done it. I don't do anything fancy. I don't bundle it and pin it or anything like that. I just lay it on there because the wind blows from this direction and it stays there. It's always stayed. So I'm just working at it. I'm glad I have this whole field here I can cut. But it's all cut around the edges here now, and behind me back there, that's all cut. I have to walk around there and pick it up. But in the meantime, I'm taking a break and I'm talking to you. I wonder where my gourd is. I have a gourd that I use for dipping into the stream and drinking. Maybe it's beside the stream. Maybe it's in the teepee. I have a little bowl here, a calabash, which is sitting in that chair. Maybe I could dip that. It feels so good to succeed with all of this. It feels really good. I get tired and then I have to sit down. I took half a caffeine pill and a Tylenol. The caffeine boosts the Tylenol, so it works better, and it also gives me a bit of energy. So I'm really working hard today. I'm really able to accomplish a lot. I'm so pleased, so pleased. I need to pull that swing. I can't pull that whole frame of it, but I need to just pull the red swing forward and stand there and cut behind it. I can reach in under it and cut pretty far. That's the back entrance of the teepee there, which I've never really had open except at the beginning. So there's garden beds all around it. Do you remember when I planted them? I'm sure you were here. There's, if you look up Sedge Meadow Teepee garden beds, I built boxes all around the edge of it, and then I had beans growing up at one season. And then I started thatching it because I wanted some shade on one side. So I started thatching it for some shade, and then it was getting colder. So I kept on thatching, and I learned how to take sedge grass and loop it over a stick. And there's a special tie you do to tie it all on there. So I use cedar bark to tie it. So in the teepee, it's got all this awesome thatching on the walls. I just love laying there on my cattail mattress and looking at the thatching. It's just so satisfying. I think there's a bee right there. Is he there? No, I guess he must be gone. A wasp or something. A hornet. Anyway, this is so awesome. I'm going to cut further into that. That's all been cut on the edge, so I can gather all that up first. And then after I cut it and gather it up, I can go back and get rid of all this low stuff, which is just tangles. Maybe there'll be some in there to use, but mostly it's just needs to just be flattened. So glad I'm down here doing this. Labor Day seems to be the day I work down here every year. Well, the year I built it, I took the poles. It was Labor Day when I had rented a chainsaw, and I went across the stream back here, and I cut all these dead cedars down, and I had my boys, Daniel and Abraham, come and bring them over. And so they went across and they brought them over, and there were 15 of them, and they dropped them here. And then I figured out how to tie them together, and I got it up. I don't know if Willem helped me. I'm not sure that he was around. He probably was somewhere around. Anyway, and I've had it here ever since. No idea when that was. The boys were teenagers, so that was about 15 years ago, I guess. I'll tell you more when I finish going through the comments. I'm back to 10 years ago comments. I was making soap. I made pan pizza. I don't remember what else there was going on then. Did the dishes. Somebody was telling me how to do the dishes properly. Ah, yes, that was in the old kitchen before any changes had been made. Well, not the very first kitchen, the second kitchen. But it was before the first cupboards and the second cupboards. It's nice to work out here on Labor Day because there's so much traffic, and I just feel like I'm part of civilization. But it's a gorgeous day. It's not too hot, not too cold, just right. It's breezy, but not really windy. I love it. I've got this nice shade, so I'm not too hot. Okay, well, that's it for now. I'll update you again later. See ya. Bye.